Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
It's kind of a funny story. Stressed by adolescence, 16-year-old Craig Kilner checks himself into a mental health clinic. Unfortunately, the youth wing is closed, so he must spend his intended 5-day stay with adults. One of them, Bobby, quickly becomes his mentor and protector while Craig finds himself drawn to a fellow teen, Noel, who just may be the cure he needs to forget an unrequited crush. Shutter Island. The impossible escape of a brilliant murderess brings U.S. Marshal Ted Daniels, Leonardo DiCaprio, and his new partner Mark Ruffalo to Acacia Cliff Hospital, a fortress-like insane asylum located on a remote, windswept island. The woman appears to have vanished from a locked room, and there are hints of terrible deeds committed within the hospital walls. As the investigation deepens, Teddy realizes he will have to confront his own dark fears if he hopes to make it off the island alive.
Sucker Punch. Locked away, a young woman named Baby Doll retreats to a fantasy world, where she is free to go whatever her minds take her. Determined to fight for real freedom, she finds 4 women, Rocket, Blondie, Amber and Sweet Pea, to join together to escape the terrible fate that waits them. With a virtual arsenal at their disposal, the allies battle everything from samurais to serpents, while trying to decide what price they will pay for survival.
Dead Poets Society. A new English teacher, John Keaton, is introduced to an all-boys preparatory school that is known for its ancient traditions and high standards, using unorthodox methods to reach out to his students who face enormous pressures from their parents and the school. With Keaton's help, students Neil Perry, Todd Anderson, and others learn to break out of their shells, pursue their dreams, and seize the day. Rory O'Shea was here. In a Dublin home for the disabled, Michael Connelly leads a glum introverted existence. His cerebral palsy makes it difficult for anyone to understand his speech, but everything changes when Rory O'Shea enters his life. Although muscular dystrophy limits Rory to a wheelchair, he has the wild, carefree attitude that Michael lacks. Together, they make an unstoppable team, eventually renting their own apartment and a beautiful assistant.
Stonehearst Asylum. A new employer at a mental hospital becomes attracted to one of his colleagues, but he is unaware of a recent, horrifying change in staff. A Clockwork Orange. In an England of the future, Alex and his droogs spend their nights having hair at the Crow Milk Bar before embracing a little of the old ultraviolence, while jauntily warbling St. in the Rain. After he's jailed for bludgeoning the cat lady to death, Alex submits to behavior modification technique to earn his freedom. He's conditioned to abhor violence. Returned to the world defenseless, Alex becomes the victim of his prior victims. The Shawshank Redemption. Andy Dufresne is sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in prison for the murders of his wife and her lover, and is sentenced to a tough prison. However, only Andy knows they didn't commit the crimes. While there, he forms a friendship with Red, experiences brutality of prison life, adapts, have the warden, all in 19 years. K-PAX tells the story of a mysterious patient at a mental hospital who claims to be from a distant planet called K-PAX. As his psychiatrist tries to figure out exactly how to help the patient, he gradually begins to realize that the so-called alien is having a remarkable effect on the mental health of the hospital's other patients.